Jeopardy Masters James Holzhauer has dropped jaws due to a comment he made toward Ken Jennings during an awkward TV moment. The raunchy Jeopardy moment occurred during the second game of Friday's Masters competition. The televised competition featured the winners from Wednesday's episode, James and Mattea Roach. The winners were paired with Matt Amodio, who had already beaten James once during the tournament. The self-proclaimed game show villain James got off to a dominant start, quickly building an early lead against his fellow participants. There was a brief moment of levity during the televised trouncing when about midway through the first round when Jeopardy host Ken in Las Vegas, Nevada resident James shared a comic and somewhat shocking verbal exchange. Post-doctoral researcher Matt chose from the category author's pretty decent reviews. The answer read, "The Detroit Free Press said The Mummy was vintage this novel, elegantly erotic and full of enchanting terror." Matt incorrectly responded, "What Stoker?" before the buzzer rang and host Ken joked, "I also refer to James as elegantly erotic but full of enchanting terror." The contestants and studio audience laughed as Ken then provided the correct answer of Anne Rice. Before the show could move on, James quickly quipped back, "Keep it in your pants, Ken." Fans took to Twitter to discuss the risque back and forth, with one person writing, "Keep it in your pants, Ken, is among the top 10 phrases I was not expecting to hear on Jeopardy Masters tonight. And no, I don't know what the other 9 are." Another tweeted, inappropriate. While a third person remarked, "Well, that exchange late in the round took Jeopardy Masters close to the TVG line. The game show villain shades Ken again." One commenter chimed in, "Risky business." Earlier this week, Jeopardy Masters viewers watched in shock as James took a massive risk on a daily double. During Wednesday's episode, James competed against Amy Schneider and Sam Buttrey. He took a quick lead and continued building on it throughout the episode. James was fortunate enough to stumble upon one of the 2 daily doubles. He was given the following answer: this composer's most famous piece, eventually annoying him with its fame, was originally titled Finland Awakes. Despite taking a major gamble a night earlier that did not pan out well for him, the contestant opted to bet all his winnings to that point. He guessed correctly and his total earnings quickly climbed from $19,000 to $38,000. Fans were stunned and took to Twitter to share their thoughts. Shock and awe. One viewer wrote, "James, you madman." Another tweeted, "I know there are sports on, but Jeopardy Masters is electric." Someone else chimed in, "James really came up clutch as hell on Jeopardy Masters. Thought he was going to lose before he wagered it all on that daily double and got it." James continued building on his win, though he failed to get the final Jeopardy question correct. Rather than bet it all on the last question, he opted to play it conservatively. He wagered a mere $119 and still came out on top, beating Sam and Amy. Jeopardy fail. During Tuesday's episode, James entered Final Jeopardy with $28,400 but bet it all in a gutsy moment. The question under the category Western Hemisphere history read, in 1915, the assassination of President Sam brought Uncle Sam to this country, beginning a 19-year military occupation. James entered a guess, first writing "What is Haiti?" but then crossed out Haiti and instead wrote, "What is Nicaragua?" His initial guess was correct and would have doubled his winnings. However, he opted to change the answer at the last second.